Hey, how you doing? My name's Anthony Gray. Welcome to another episode of Grayscale. Today, let's talk about a vase or any kind of round object. All right. Some of the newer painters have a little difficulty with a subject like this, and hopefully, I can try to simplify it a little bit, make it a little more enduring for you. Okay, I'm just going to get a little bit of titanium white. Actually, no, I'm not. We're going to mess with a little bit of, we'll try it with a little bit of black with a tiny brush here. Now you should see the pencil lines already. What I have on my little palette here is just black and red so far, because we'll mess with the background a little bit later, but I'll just shape it out in case you guys don't see it. I'll lightly sketch it out a little bit. Okay, not really a great idea to do it in black, but this is just a tutorial just to show you. Okay, this is a light sketch of and this is basically kind of all you need. It's like a little guideline. Everything else comes in the shading and such. Okay, some of those lines are a little too thick, but that's all right. Okay, I just outlined it real quick just to show you. Now, wherever you want your light source, okay, that's where your shine is going to be. It's going to hit off. Okay, so let's say we want the light source somewhere around here. You guys should be able to see that pencil line. You got refracted light, little background light, maybe around here on this edge. So you know that the bulb that sticks out the most is here in the center. But we're going to have the light come from this direction, so it's going to have the shine right there, and you operate everything off of that shine. Okay, same thing right around in here. Okay. And then, like I said, you got little refracted light and stuff like that around there. I got a double tape here because this is where the table would be. I'll probably put a table here in the back like that. All right, keep it straight. Don't do like I did, something all crooked, but I'll just put it right here. Something like that. It's got to sit somewhere right. Now, knowing that the light is coming from that direction, the shadow of the vase will be out here. Okay, like so. And it won't be a strong sharp line. It will be faded a little bit. Okay, so there's little steps that you take to doing that. Okay, now that we got somewhat that established, all right, I'm going to take a little bit of I'll do it with my 2-inch flat brush here. All right, I'm going to take some of the glycerin and shampoo mix after I wet my brush here. Always loosen up your brush with a little bit of water, just to soften soften the brushes up. I'm going to dip into a little bit of glycerin here. I got 11 by 14 inch canvas paper. All right, let's aim the camera upward a little bit. There. And I'm just gonna lightly put this on here. Okay, you don't need too much of this. I'm just scrubbing it on. Thin layer of it. And just take it and move it around. Get yourself a, whoops. Sometimes that'll happen, but that's okay. Don't worry about that. See, it'll go away. We got ways of getting rid of some of that, so I'm not too worried about all of that. Trust me, I'm not. You'll never know it's there. Okay, just like that. So I done smeared it with a little bit of black, but that's okay. We'll be all right. I promise. We'll be all right. Okay, now that I've did that and smeared black all over the place, but that's fine. We're going to get a little black anyway. Now, really up to you what color you would like to have your bowl. Okay. I'm going to, as I'm looking at this, I think I'll have the bowl a little, oh, maybe we'll have a white bowl. That would be interesting. So I'm getting a little titanium white. No, it's not a bowl, it's kind of a vase looking thing. I'm gonna take a 1 inch, well 3/4 inch actually, flat brush. I don't have my glasses. Yes, it is a 1/4 inch, 3/4 inch flat brush here. Okay. All right. And we're gonna start off with gray. So I'm dipping into my titanium white. I'm getting a little bit of black in there. Okay, I'm gonna start with a mid-tone type of black. I'm dipping into my medium just to soften up the black a little bit. Get it to move around and such. And I'm just going to block in the bowl right now. All I'm doing, blocking it in. Now this bowl is a bowl of a solid color. Okay, and I'm just blocking it in. Just like so. I'm gonna get a little more black, a little more white, mixing it in a little bit. We're gonna get to the tones and whatnot after I block in this guy. So we'll lightly block him in like that. Now, as I'm blocking him in, like I say, I already know where I'm going to put the highlights and whatnot on this fella. So I'm getting a little more glycerin to loosen up the paint that I already have mixed. All right, and I'm just filling it in, just like that. Now, since there's glycerin on this paint, and it's going to move around and whatnot, when it comes to blending in darks and lights and whatnot, it's going to be a little easier to do so. I'm just getting some more titanium white, another bit of black, and I'm getting a little more titanium white. I'm trying to match the tones. Usually if you make quite a bit of this, you're kind of a little bit on the upswing of things. All right, and we'll put some more back in there. I know I say we're gonna get a white vase, I'm coloring it dark gray, but it's all right. You'll see the method to my madness here. I'm just, like I say, blocking in color here and there. And we're going to play around with a little bit of that red also as a reflection and stuff like that. Now remember, there's a high point, high reflection to this bowl. Okay, we're going to bow it out down here on the bottom a little bit, just like that. Okay, something like so. Like that. All right. Okay. So we're pretty much concentrating on that guy. All right. Now that we kind of established that, let's rinse off my brush here. Now, like I said, the light source is coming from the right hand side over here. Okay, so your highest shine will be approximately, like around in here. Same thing up here, just a little swipe of paint right around there. Your refracted light will be like a little line somewhere around in this area here. Okay, but that's where it's going to be. So right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take that little shine right there, go in the direction of your vase. See how you just keep rubbing it here? Okay, and I'll just rubbing the white into it. You see that look it's getting, especially around here in the middle edge where it bows out the most. I'm just going back over again, more white right there, just right there, and then we're gonna spread some of that out like that. It's okay. Keep on working it there. Okay, like so. Let's get a little, I'm going into my white, into the gray that I have here. Okay, and I'm gonna go around here on the other side, just Bow it out a little bit. This is gonna be all a little darker anyway. But right now, we're just gonna lighten it up a little bit. And as I'm lightening it up, I'll get it right. I'm gonna get a little bit of black right here, right underneath where the lip of the bowl would be, right up under here somewhere. Okay, just back and forth. It bowls out a little bit. My brush might be a little too wide for this, but that's okay. That's all right. As you can just separate a little bit of the, and we'll bring some of that down right in here like that. Okay. Just like that. All right. Get a little line, and I'm gonna really define that bottom edge right in here, just like so. Just define it a little bit better. And I want a nice little line. We'll bring some of that out. Just like that. Bring it right out into the vase itself. Make a nice circular motion if you want, like that. Because you want to maintain a circular shape to this guy. All right. I'll take a little bit of black and we'll just go on this side here and do pretty much the same thing like you did with the white. We'll just darken it right up in here like that. Right up in here like that. And circular motion. See how it takes that shape? All right, you don't have to work as hard. Just like so. All right, okay. As we're playing around here, and trust me, it's still gonna be white when I get done with it. Right now it's fairly gray, and that's fine. I'll just keep playing around with it, We're gonna mess around with the, let's get a smaller, I'll show you here. I'm gonna get a smaller brush. I think the 1/2 inch will do. And what I'm gonna do is take 1/2 of this 1/2 inch brush, and it's gonna be black. And we'll start off with that first. Just 1/2 of the brush. All right, right here. And we're gonna make a little line, and we're gonna come around, and we're gonna come back up. I'm gonna wipe the other way. So if you're just starting out, I'm just going right into the black here. It's only black on one side of the brush. I'll show it to you. Okay, you should be able to see that, even with my disturbing shadow. But only one tip of the brush is black. The rest is clear. All right. Now that I did that, let's go in the other direction. Let's go take some titanium white. Okay, and we're gonna go from the other side, from the top. From the top, right up around here, and we're gonna do it the other way. We're gonna lighten it up a little bit. As I'm doing it, some of the paint is coming off, which is fine. We're gonna do it again right from the top here. Got it. Just like that. And then I'm gonna just take it and I'll just wipe it here. Right where it's in between there, we'll just keep wiping back and forth. Get a nice little blend going. Back and forth. You see how smooth that becomes? All right. That's just with the 1/2 inch brush. We're gonna take a little white. We're gonna go on the edge here. And we're gonna do the same thing. Just wipe. Just like that. Just around in there. If it breaks, that's fine. If the paint breaks a little bit, don't worry about that. That's great. And we'll do it again. We'll just brighten up just the very edge here. This is where the light's hitting off of and whatnot. Just like that. Get a little more titanium white and we'll just like that. Let it break up a little bit. Just like that. We're gonna smooth some of that out in the bottom a little bit later. Just like so. All right. Okay. And remember, you still got that deep, that shine right around in there. And you got one. Let's get some titanium white. And you still got one right up around there. All right. Okay. And it's pretty dark on this side here. And we're going to establish that even more. But let's put the 1/2 inch brush away. Let's go back into a whiter brush here. I'll take another 3/4 inch brush. This one here is a little heavy duty there. All right. We're going to go into some even lighter gray. So we're getting plenty of titanium white. I'm going to have to get some more white. I'm going into the glycerin a little bit. Remember, this gray is still pretty wet. Okay. And once again, we'll go right from here. And we'll keep building that area up. Just like that. Circular motion. Okay. And we're going to build this. I'm going to build this part up right up in here. Just like that. Let me get some more titanium white. I'm going to need plenty. Because we're going to brighten this guy right up in certain areas. Okay. That should be more than enough titanium white to do what I'm about to do here. Alright. Straight titanium white is going to mix in with that grayish color we have. Right up under here like that. And now we're going to take that. We're going to blend all of that. Because we want a predominantly white vase. Alright, we'll smooth all that out. Just like that. As you see, I'm mixing it in with the gray. And we're going to transition all of that. Now it's mixing in with the gray, so it's not totally. We'll go up into here too. Not totally white. And we're going into the little grayish mix here. The deeper gray on that side. Okay. I just really wanted to cover all of this guy. Basically. And the paint moves around and all of that. So now it's a lot brighter than what it was before. My shadow is in the way. Pardon the shadow. Just like so. Now, as we got that going, I'm rinsing off my brush. All this is a play on light and shade, okay? All right, going into the black, nothing but deep dark black, right here on the side here. Might think this is a little extreme, but we're gonna shape all of that right there, just like that. And I'm gonna lighten up the pressure. Whoops. There. And still maintain the circular motion. I'm getting the black off the brush now because I don't need any more. Rinsing it off. Rinse off your brush pretty good. And we're just going to blend. Softly blend that. See that? You see that blend? And we're going to keep it going. You can take your soft blender brush if you're not comfortable with blending it with a brush like this. And we're going to go up under here a little bit. We'll spread that out like that. And back and forth. Maintain the shape. Please maintain the shape. Circular. As you see, you don't go into the lighter color and go back into the dark. You get one of those, but just wipe that right out. That's okay. But as you can see, how the blend is happening. This brush is history. I can't do nothing with this brush. That goes in the garbage. Go back into my titanium white and we'll put a bigger one. Nice swipe of color right in there like that. And this little circular motion right up in there. So you know right where the highlight would be. We're going to brighten up the this up in here. We're going to, once again, we'll take some titanium white. We're going to wipe back and forth. All I need is the white. We're up here on the top here, and we're going to lightly fade it back and forth right up in here. Back and forth. Get a nice little blend going with it. Each pass you do, it gets brighter and brighter. I work with acrylic paint, heavy body acrylic paint. There's no medium on this. It's just a half loaded brush here. Just like that. Okay. Like so. We're going to dry brush some more white color up in here. Take a whiter brush. Getting some titanium white, just the side of the brush. Okay. And we'll lightly, in a circle, we'll brighten up certain spots in here. Now what I'm doing is just establishing more white in spots here. A little bit down at the bottom here. Don't worry about it looking all patchy and whatnot. Just like this. Just a little bit. A little bit more here in the middle. Okay. Now you'll be putting on layers until you're satisfied with how you want your bowl or vase to look. I'm gonna take a different blender brush and softly in circles smooth it out. 3 hairs of some air very softly, and you're blending out the rough edges there, keeping a lot of the intensity. Okay, this brush is a little large, but it's okay. And smooth it out. So just smooth out some of that in there. And we're going to smooth out some of that shine there. Not too much. Just like that. Like I say, this brush is a little bit on the large-ish side. Take a smaller brush. We'll smooth out this corner right up in here. Now I'm gonna do another half load and establish that dark back there again, over here on this side. And when you do establish a dark edge like that, a dark side, I'm gonna wet the brush. I'm gonna do a single load. I gotta get another. Almost fell over. That wasn't cool. Okay, I'm gonna get half load the black. You guys should be able to see it right in there. Just half load the brush, black and white, or black and clear, not black and white. Right here on the edge of the brush, or edge of the bowl itself, and I'm gonna just. This is like a half loaded brush, and then I'll narrow it down, keeping with the shape of the bowl. Just like that, wipe back and forth. The transition to come. A very smooth transition, just like so. And you just let it dry. Simply let it dry. Okay. The darker you have it, the more roundness you're going to get. All right. Now, obviously, I didn't do the bottom table and whatnot yet. But obviously, down here on the bottom, where it's going to cast a shadow right up in here. Okay. Right up in there. Gonna cast a nice little shadow there. There, which also sells the illusion of the I'm just cleaning up the brush. Sells the illusion of it being on a solid surface. Okay, now I'm gonna just soften this edge here. I'll soften it back and forth, just soften it a little bit right in here. Soften that edge. I don't really want a hard edge there, so I'll just soften that edge a little bit, wiping off the extra, and just blend it out of there. I'll get rid of this there. Just like that. I'm just getting rid of some of those straggles there, smooth it all out. But you just don't want a hard edge. Just smooth out that edge a little bit. I'm just wiping off the paint with every pass. I just want a nice, gentle, smooth edge. Get a thirsty brush and you can start wiping away some of that darkness there. Just like so. Okay. Now the table itself, you have it whatever color you want, really. All right. I'm gonna get a little bit of I think I'll use a little bit of yellow ochre for this. I'm gonna lighten up the table a bit. So I'm getting a little yellow ochre. I'm gonna put the yellow ochre in the other tray here. Okay, a little bit of yellow ochre. And I'm going to glaze this yellow ochre. Yellow ochre and the glycerin. I'll just glaze it on. Now the black isn't necessarily dry, but that's okay. I'm gonna just glaze it right on. Just like that. I can glaze over the black, that's fine. That is fine. Right over the black. Go ahead, put it right on over there. Just like that. And we're gonna glaze the bottom here. Okay. I'm getting more glycerin in the shampoo mix. Mix it in with the yellow ochre. I'm just gonna continue to glaze here on the other side. You guys should be able to see that still, I believe. Just like that. And it's just a glaze. It's a little thicker on the paint side, but that's okay. And I'm gonna establish the table right here. Okay. The glaze will spread out. I'm just going over here on the edge of the vase here. Just like that. Okay. Just like so. There, flatten that right out a little bit. Pull that out. As you see, the glaze opens up, loosens up. Okay. There. Like so. Okay. You got your darkness here. The glaze is going over the black, so everything kind of blends itself in there a wee bit. Okay, now it looks a little crooked because of the angle of the camera, but they're straight there. All right. Okay. I'm just cleaning off the brush a little bit. Getting into my titanium white a wee bit. Okay. And we're going to build up a little bit more here. But more toward this side. So we're just building up some color. Just like that. So I'm just plopping on the color here in spots. Just like that. Right up toward the top there. Close to the edge. And I'm going to smooth all this out. Just like that. Now it's getting a little tacky, and that's fine. The paint's getting tacky because it's starting to dry. Okay, go back into the blender. I'll use a smaller blender. 3 hairs and some air. Just circular motions. Smooth all that out. There we go. Smooth it out, smooth it out. Just a little bit, smooth it out. Smooth it out. I'm not going far into the dark at all. And all I'm doing really is staying on it a little longer just to get that blend going in there. Just like that. Now it looks like a handmade pottery vase because all the tones and you see all the streaks and stuff, but you still got that nice shadow there. All right. And I'm gonna go back into a smaller brush. I think I'll use this guy here. Hold on for a second. I'm getting there. All right. And I'm gonna deepen. Deepen up that shadow area right in here. Get a nice little firm press. Just like so. And we're gonna blend that in just softly. I'm gonna softly that little top edge there. And it's not much paint on this flat brush, so it's almost like a scrumble, so everything still maintains its smoothness. Just like that. Okay. Just like so. Alright. I'm gonna clean that brush off. We're gonna go straight into titanium white. Thin brush. And I'm gonna give a thin little outline right up around here. Just like that. Just a thin one right up in there like that. I'm gonna give a little press and we're gonna get that little shine right back, right there. Do it again, right up here, right up top. And fade it right up in there like that. Fade it out like that. Okay. like so. Okay. All right. Now that I've did all of that, let's pull back a little bit. Like so. Let's peel off this tape right here. Now, before I do that, hold on. Before I do that, let's do something back here. We're gonna go with another half-loaded brush. Now you see I got the yellow ochre working its way there. I'm gonna take a little yellow ochre, I'm gonna put this brush back. We'll establish some depth with the table. Another 3/4 inch brush here, 3/4 inch guy. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna load it with glaze on my little palette here. The full brush is in glaze here. I'm going to glaze 1/2 of the yellow ochre on the brush, and I'm gonna get a little bit of black. Okay, and get a nice little transition between both of them. This is why it's going to be a glaze, because I don't want the black to truly overpower the yellow ochre. I just need a nice transition of color. Let's go over here. So we're going to darken the back half of the table, just like that. And only a stroke or two will do, just like so. Okay, and we're going to do the same thing over here, just to show the edge a little bit, something like so. Okay, if it's a little dark there, let me get rid of all of that. I'll just get some ochre, and you can do a little blend back like that. Okay, like so. Same thing over here. I'll bring some of that down in there like that. Okay, get a little bit of black. All right, like that. Now, I'm gonna get a little bit of titanium white, and we're gonna go toward the front, right where the tape is here. Okay, just where the tape is, and we're gonna go on top of tape, half on the tape, half off, just like that. And wait till you see what I'm gonna do. It's actually establishing the edge of the table. Okay, and we'll just lightly crisscross there. You'll see. There's a method to my madness, like I said. Okay, get a little bit of that off of there and bring that black back. Okay, we're gonna peel off the tape. Just like that. We've got to establish the edge of the table there, right? So I get a little bit of ochre, and I'll bring the ochre down. The edge of the table is a little bit in the shadow. I'm gonna need a little bit more ochre, but that's okay. I just want to put as close to the edge as possible. You really wanted to know about the vase, not really the table, but we'll add all this together. Let me get a little bit more ochre. You can add striations to it and wood grain or whatever, what have you, to this, however you want. Okay, and we'll just get some ochre down here. No medium, just all paint. Make it pretty smooth there, and just fill that in just like that. Nothing but pure ochre here. There. All right, we're gonna take a little bit of, I'm just wiping off the brush real quick. Going to get a little bit of white, and we'll scramble in some white down there. Not necessarily everywhere, something like that. I'll take a little bit of black, and we'll scramble in some black like that. I'm wiping off the paint off the brush, and we'll gently put some of that in there, just like that. Get a little bit of the black and the glaze, we'll do it over here on the side here. Small tip of black right here in the corner. Right here. Just establish a wee bit of dark just to separate the edge there. Like that. Don't need too much, and you just fade it like so. Now you got an edge here on this table here. Okay. Just a little bit of an edge there. Got some brightness there. All right. Paint's still wet. I can take some of that white, some of that black, and we'll just fade in, soften in that edge. Same thing here. Soften it a little bit. Back and forth. Just like that. All right. So I hope this helped you out a little bit of how to just establish a pot. Okay. I said white pot. It looks a little more on the gray side. Then you put your flowers in there or whatever you like to put in that. All right. Now, of course, I can put, flowers and roses and whatnot in that. But I was just wanted to establish how to make a pot or whatnot. You can put designs on it and all that stuff, little swirly things you want to put in there and just have a good time with it. Okay. Since I'm already here doing this, well, I'll just use this tray. I'll throw in something real quick. Yeah, why not? Let's go to we'll go do it with a 1/2-inch brush here. I don't have any true colors to really put in here to mess around with, so I guess I'll just use a little sap green. And I'm just getting some colors, just colors here and there right now. A little sap green, a little bit of alizarin crimson, the same crimson I use for the background, but it's so dark and the background's kind of been bleached out a little bit with the medium, so it ought to stick out there pretty handsomely. Okay, I guess I'll mess around with a little bit of those. We'll throw in some foliage in here and there. We'll just go out. We'll spread it out, come straight down, go right to the point, have it drip right down. Okay, so I'm gonna do a series of those. I got, like I said, what's left of the yellow ochre, and mostly the green here. And I'm aiming the green on top. I'm gonna come out, spread it out, and we'll give it a little wiggle and come on out like that. I'm just going back and forth. I'm gonna dip a little bit more into the medium just to loosen up the paint just a tad. It's gonna probably get more and more, we'll do one up here, spread it, and then we'll have them turn like that. Go to point something a little different. The sunlight's probably catching you're probably catching a lot of the sunlight glare. Okay, we'll come over on this side and we'll have one come out, spread out, and stop, and here it goes straight down like that. Add some character to these guys. Make them loose and flowing. Don't make them all super stiff and everything. There's no fun in that. And I'm just doing a quick something because, like I say, the vase was really the main thing to do. So I'm just throwing some. Put one down here, right to the floor down here. You guys don't see it, but it's drooping down to the floor. All right, getting some more of the sap green here. Getting a little bit of medium, loosen up the paint just a tad. All right, and we'll bring one snaking around here, spread them out, wiggle them, come right there to the corner. Always get a nice little point going. All right, I'll bring this camera back a little bit. I think, well, no, let's put another one here. Let's have one connect off like that, and we'll have them narrow right back out like that. Okay, let's bring the camera out a little bit. Okay, so you kind of see where I'm going with this. Okay, let's do a little something different. Let's get some darker green. I'm going into my red mix here. It's just a red tempera paint. I'm not really a big fan of the tempera. Okay, green in the red tempera paint, and we're gonna throw a leaf in here. We'll have it come this side, right around in here like that. We'll have it come down like that, and we'll just like that. And we're gonna throw a quick leaf in there like that. And we're gonna go on the other side. We'll play around like that with it. Okay, so we got one there. We'll come around here just like that and come out that way. Okay, and we'll play around with some leaves here, just like so. Okay, we'll add another one here, make a bigger leaf. Why not? And we'll come here, just like so. So we got two on that side. That's fine. We're gonna have something sneaking around on the ground back there in the back. Oh, actually, no, I got this leaf in the way, but that's okay. We'll do something else because we got a little bit of this temper red, some of the green back here, and we'll throw a little something coming out. We'll have them coming out this way. We have them get in front of this plant. We have them wide and just going out that way. I'm just using up the color real quick, just a little something, just to show you what it would look like. Okay, just like that. Okay, so we got, as you can see, plenty of the medium in this. So still the same 1/2 inch brush. Okay, I'm going to take a little titanium white and a slight bit of this tempera stuff. I'm not really a big fan of it, but we'll work with it, and we'll lighten up the one side here just real quick, just like that, and we'll lighten up the other half here. Bring it right on in there, just like so, and we'll pop in that other one real quick. Some quick strokes in there like that, just like yonder. Okay, I'm gonna sharpen up this brush to a nice chiseled edge, and we'll pop a little vein in there, going that way, one going this way like so, and another one all up in here like that. The glare is probably getting you guys, so you guys can barely see really what's happening there. All right. Okay, now that we did a little bit of that, I'm gonna add a little bit of red here on my hand. I'm gonna get some of this tempera. I'm putting it right here in a little bit of the glaze, and I'm gonna add some black to it. Just deepen up this reddish color here. I'm gonna get a little black, put it in there, just like that. It turns it this weird, funky, ugly grayish color or whatever. And we'll throw something like that in here, just like that, right up in here. We'll go a little bit past the plant here, just a little something right up in here. So we'll throw something in there like that. Can you guys even see that? That's the thing. Let's bring this closer. That glare's a little strong. I might have to shut off the light. Just shut this light off. Okay. Yeah, that glare's a little heavy. I'm just getting back into the red mixture here, mixing it in with the little bit of black, and we'll pop another one of these. Oh, we'll pop it right here, something like that, right up around in here, more towards the right side, getting a little bit more red. We'll pop the red in there like that, have it stick out, something like this, come up, just like that, just coming around like this. Okay, something like that. I'm gonna take a little red, I'm sorry, excuse me, a little black. We'll put the black right in here. We go in this direction with it. Okay, just like that. We're gonna establish a little something there. Take a little bit of the black right here, and we're gonna go up like that. This one's kind of closed. Man, you guys can't see that. Hold on for 1 second. You guys are not gonna see that because of the glare. I'm gonna have to take out some of that. The back window's got a strong glare. So, and plus this is a YouTube video, I can edit a lot of that out. So let me do something with that. All right, I think you guys can see that a wee bit better than what has been going on. Okay. We'll lower it right there. put them right around in here. Okay, so we'll just quickly sketch in some stuff here. All right, I'm just gonna use the titanium white, a little bit of this reddish stuff here. All right, and we'll just start popping in some, get a little rim going there, a little rim going here. We'll just start popping in some flower pieces here and there. Okay, just like that. And we'll come around here. We get a little press and come down like that. So I'm just doing quick little strokes just to show you how things can kind of work for you. Little pieces of little flowers in here, just like that. Okay, and we'll pop one here going on around on the side. A little deeper red up in there like that. Okay, just like so. Establish some roundness in there like that for this fella. Just like that. Hit it and quit it. Okay. Like so. Something a little quick. Let's establish a quick out. Okay. Okay. A little bit on the edge there. Something like so. And we'll establish some strokes. And give it a little shape. Something like that. And we're gonna hit some highlights real quick. There. Okay, and I'm gonna take a little bit of black, just the smallest bit, just right here on the edge, and we're gonna fade that out. That's a little too much, but that's okay, because we can cut that back a little bit. All right, something like so. Establish a little darkness in there. Okay. Like so. I'm gonna get a little bit of that white one. We'll return some of that edge there. And just like that. A little bit of brightness. Just to show some, and sometimes all it takes is a little tap here and there, show a little edge to some of these guys here like that, just a little bit. Okay, just like that, just something quick. All right. Let's go on the guy on the top there. All right, see, these are very simple, a couple of simple strokes just to give the illusion of some things happening. Okay. I'm running out of white. So I'm gonna get a little glycerin. I'm gonna put it in there, thin it out. All right. And so for this fella right here, we'll, like a teardrop, we'll go out and we'll swipe it back in real quick like that. So these guys are kind of in front of you. Press out and bring it back in. You got one here in the center. All right, and we'll give it a little push. Come on in. A little higher. Come on in. A little higher. Higher. We're going inward. Like that, and we'll have a couple going that way. Smooth some of that out a little bit in there. All right, go a little bit more red on the outside here. And give it a little push and bring some of that in. Push, bring some of it in. You'll kind of know the pattern and which way to go with this. Okay, press and go in. Press, go in. And we're gonna go out a little bit more. We're gonna come inward, just like that. Okay. Getting a little more red. Dipping it in here. It's got a little glycerin on it. Okay, and we'll pop in a few in here. We'll shade in a few here. Now the glycerin helps add a little bit of transparency. Okay, and that's basically what we're doing. We're gonna curve that one in. Getting a little more of this. It's temper paint. It's very thin, and we're gonna play around in here like that a little bit. We'll pop in an edge in there, just like so. Okay. I don't know how much white I got left, but we'll slap a little bit of glow in there like that. All right. Okay. Like I said, I'm nearing the end of this thing here. I'm just throwing these in here real quick. I'm popping a little bit of red into the black. Got this weird kind of grayish thing happening, and we'll put actually hold on. I could just die sometime. Okay, a little bit of gray. Sorry about that. That was just sad. I'll put something here. I'll just round it off like that and come out like that. Something really simple. Come out here, spread it out, wiggle, come out like that. Maybe another one right here. Wiggle and just come out to the point. Something simple. Simple. We'll go down here. We do the same thing. Come out like that, spread it out, and simple wiggle leaves like that. And we'll come out here, we'll wiggle another one, just like that. I don't have much white, so it's not going to really glow that much, but maybe that's a good thing, just like that. And we'll get that one in there like that. So I really don't have nothing bright, and that's okay. And we'll extend a couple of those out like that. Like I said, I don't have much white left, and I'm not really looking to get some more at this stage because we're near the end of the video. I'm just doing this just to do it. I'll pull back and let you see how this is here. Okay, but what I am going to do is I'm going to glaze some shadow here on the bottom of the vase, because you got to establish depth for this thing down here. So I'm going to get a little bit of black, a little bit of glaze. It thins out the black, a little more glaze than black. Okay, and we're gonna throw in some shapes in here, right in here like that. Come to a point, that's like that, all up in here. So we're gonna establish some shadow up in there like that, make them round. Okay, and same thing in here, just have it go right on around in there. Okay, you can play around with some of that up in there, some shadow up in here. Okay, just like that. Just like so. Here you round it off. Okay, but stuff like that will help sell this guy. Here you go. Let's bring it more or less. Okay, bring it up a little bit. There you go. All right, very, very simple, very quick. Like I say, I wanted to show you really the bowl, if anything else. And because you got the blurred background, but that's not really the thing. It's just the bowl showing you shine on the bowl. All right, well, this is like a clay pot looking thing. All right, and I hope that this helped you out. Hope you enjoyed it. Of course, I didn't put my name on it yet, but that's all right. You should see something come across here already. Actually, it'd be down there like that. And like I say, if you like, subscribe, click on the bell. Okay, I do appreciate it. I appreciate you guys watching. I really do. Like I say, I hope this does help somebody. I'm throwing my initials on here real quick here. Just like that. And just like so. All right. Okay. Okay. Well, guys, like I say, I hope this helped somebody out. And I'm trying to think of what else to say here. Like I said, I hope it helped somebody out. And, you know, if you'd like to try this out, I would love to see it. I'm just getting rid of the little bit of that yellow ochre there on the white of the page. All I'm doing is wiping it. Take a thirsty brush, wipe it away, clear off that. Give me a nice clean edge here. Just like so. That's the end of that. Love to hear your comments and your opinions, what you think about it. Once again, my name is Anthony Gray. This is Grayscale. And once again, thank you very much for checking this out. And excuse me, moving the mic around, taking this thing off my head. And I hope to see you when I see you. Hit me up. All right.